Hey everybody, this is Girls Just Want to Have Chalk. I'm Andrea and I have my daughter Monelle with me.
Hello.
Today we are doing a special that is going to be placed just on our YouTube channel. We will put the link for this in our pages and stuff, but you will only be able to watch this on YouTube. So, today's video is going to be all about start to finish. We're going to show you from the very, very beginning how you would get everything ready, pick colors, all the way to the very end of cleaning your transfer and putting them away. Alright, so when we were at the store the other day, we came across these chalkboard panels. And they're really, really cool. Thin. They come with their own little tags to hang. Super lightweight, guys. So we picked up one of everything we could find. These are all the different designs. And these two are the two we're going to use today. So we're going to use that one and this one. So, when picking a transfer for your canvas, panel, wood, sign, whatever, you want something that's going to use most of the area. So for today, for this smaller one, we have decided that we are going to put grateful on this sign. Excuse me, still have a cough. It's going to take up a significant portion of the sign, and it draws your attention right to the transfer. If we had a design or a floral arrangement or something, we might want to offset it. We could put, grateful up here, or grateful, kind of off-centered and lower, and then do, something here. But today, we are just focusing on grateful. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to take our transfer off. And when we're taking our transfer off, we kind of want to pull from the middle. And that keeps us from stretching the transfer, and also keeps our transfer from sticking to itself, which is a problem. And the very first step is to fuzz our transfer if this is the first time we're using it. And it's really simple, guys. Something this big, you could either, do what I did or do it on a clean towel. Just something to give it some itty bitty fuzz pieces so that it doesn't adhere to the chalkboard or your surface and doesn't give you any way to pick it back up. It just kind of gives it a little bit of space. Is that pretty centered?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think I like it. So this surface has not been waxed. And when we talk about waxing a surface, what we mean is Couture's panels and everything you order straight from them are all waxed so that you can do a design, like it for a little bit, and then take it back off.
If you'd like.
If you'd like. But we are making these for the purpose of them not coming back off. So they're going to be permanent signs. And I love these transfers, guys. It makes this so easy to pick them back up. And then we're going to take, I have a bunch of squeegees, and we're going to take our angled one, and just where the mesh is where we're worried about making sure that it's completely adhered. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. We just move from the center out, and we are making sure that it won't bleed in any other areas. So these were all small squeegees, and they come in, this isn't exactly the pair, but they come in sizes like this, and I took two of them and cut them in half, and then I took another one and cut it in thirds, and somebody ran off with one, so I'm going to have to find it. So when we're thinking about what we want to do, if it's just the grateful that we want to make very pronounced on this sign, you want a color that's going to go really good, that only needs to be one-toned, because that's your focus. So we've decided to do the elephant gray today on our grateful sign.
Do you need stir sticks?
I don't think I'm going to need it, actually, because we just used it last night.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is when you're opening, make sure you don't open over your transfer. Done that a few times. And it drops all of your, what I call paste mocos on your sign. And we don't really want that. So if you look at the consistency of this, it's kind of like a yogurt or a marshmallow fluff. And that's what we're looking for. I've used this quite a few times. I'm probably going to have to already order another one. And we're just going to dab as we go. And then we're going to come back and pull the paste through our transfer. And the reason why I dab it out at first is because it just gives me an idea of how much I'm going to need. And by doing it this way, I feel I have a better time lapse between the time I get it on and the time I take it off. So because I put quite a bit down in my dabs, now I just pull it through where the mesh is. And I might need to go back, kind of like I do right here, and I can just fill up my little squeegee and go with it. So as I'm doing this, I'm still leaving it on kind of thick. And the reason is because I want it to not dry. And I want to give myself enough time to get it all covered. And then I'm going to clean my squeegee. And I'm just going to come back and I'm going to pull. And it's taking back off my elephant gray. We got a little bit of bubbling right there. So we'll see how that turns out.
Ooh. Did I miss a part?
Yeah. It's a learning experience. That's why you're here. You wanted to learn about the product, and you are. So we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so now that we got all this out, or back off, go ahead and stick our squeegee in there, get our ink or paste covered, and we're going to gently pull up our transfer, and we're going to pull from a side. And it helps to have an extra pair of hands when you're doing a transfer this large to help hold the board. And even though we had a couple of bubbles, it looks great. Let me get this in the water before it.
Oh, it's kind of big.
Yep, it's big. On these bigger transfers, guys, this is just what happens. It's nice and big. But we just want to get it wet. All right. And I don't have a towel with me today. So, sun's here. All right, look at this. It turned out great. For what? Yeah, and turn it back at 4:25. Sorry guys, we're cooking pizzas for dinner. So this is our first sign. And we're just gonna check for any spots that need to come off. And we're just gonna set it to the side and let it dry. And we're going to go ahead and do that while we do our next sign. Nice. I really like these boards, guys. So for our next sign, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do gather on here. And then we have these cute little greeneries. And what we want to do is we're going to do the gather in this peach. And then somehow we're going to lay these out probably as we go, and we're going to marble the two greens because you never have a leaf that's one color.
Are you going to cut the leaves?
We're going to have to. So same process, because this is the first time we're using this sign.
I'll find it. While you get the scissors.
Okay, be careful. What do I need the scissors for right now?
Oh, I was thinking to cut the...
Okay, I think we actually have some more leaves like this too that came in a different transfer.
I think we did.
No, look. They might already be in there. Yeah, she knows.
So what does he exactly look like?
They kind of look like this, and I think we got some in another transfer too. That's why you gotta be really careful though. All right. So the top part is not sticky. The bottom part is, guys. This is what adheres to your surface, but it also adheres to itself. So now this one, I'm gonna try to find the center again a little bit. And that looks pretty good. How's that look? I like it. I think we're a little off, but for the most part, see how it's closer to this side than this side?
Yeah, but I don't think nobody's really gonna.
Except for me who makes it, I'll know.
OCD.
OCD. One of the hardest things I have found with not the transfers, but with the whole concept of Couture, it's actually picking the colors. There are so many great colors that they offer. And I mean, with the combinations that you can do, it's all endless. So that's the hardest part for me, is sitting here figuring out, okay, do I want to do this in the peach? Do I want to do it in white? And that's one of the also really awesome things, guys, is you can personalize this to what you want in your home, you want to make as a gift, whatever. No two will ever need to be the same. And what I'm doing is I'm just working out the bubbles that we see on the transfer. Not really worrying about the bubbles up here. Remember, we're just worrying about what's around the mesh. Just working them out. All right. So same thing again. We're going to open up the peach. Oh, and she looks beautiful.
She's really pretty.
Yes. And the same thing that we did before. We're gonna dab it. I think I like the fact that we used the peach. I think it's a really pretty color. It is going to be a neutral color that can be, I think, used in any home. All right. And then I'm just going to go back and gently pull the paste, add when I need to.
I feel like it's gonna look cute.
Yeah, I'm glad. When we were originally looking at colors, guys, we had originally picked white. And I really wanted more color. I love color. Don't get me wrong. I love black and white. They're great colors. They are neutral, work anywhere. But when I come to making all these signs, and I look at what Couture has offered us in colors, I just love the color. And so I tend to go color. And if you watch our other videos, you'll see that we do rainbow, we do marbling, just so we can get all of the beautiful color that they have to offer into our signs. Now we're just going back and pulling the extra paste off. And you really want to make sure that you do this because you want as much of this paste to do your next sign. And if you don't have to have it on here, why waste it? I mean, I can do 2 or 3 signs probably out of all of this extra I am pulling off. And that is more money in my pocket, more savings, however you want to look at it. More signs to make, that's how I look at it. All right, and now that we have this off, we're gonna go ahead.
The rest from there and there.
Yeah, we don't want to take too long because over the time it's already slowly drying. So again, we're gonna pull from the middle.
I thought it was pretty.
Beautiful. We're gonna get our transfer in the water. And believe it or not, guys, we have 2 transfers in here. Okay, so we're gonna take a moment while these dry. Oh yeah, we'll take that off. Just, it's great to have a towel or a wipey or whatever. Oh, that's a little bit wet.
Yeah.
See, guys, any mistakes you make, you can take them back off. So again, we're gonna set this aside.
You didn't show it to me.
Oh, here you go. Sorry, guys. So that's with the peach. And I do see one little spot over here I'm gonna have to fix. That is no problem. I'll show you how to do that too. Okay, so we're gonna take a moment and show you actually how to clean your transfers.
Do we have a big towel?
So, we have taken our transfers and we actually have one on top of each other. And that is absolutely okay. Why? Whoops, I just splattered. The reason why it's okay is because when these transfers become wet like this, the stickiness goes away. We don't want to leave it in here for forever, but as it dries, the stickiness comes back. I don't know. I'm not a chemist, guys. I don't know how it's done. It's just totally cool. But right now, this is not sticky at all. And then it's because it's wet. So what we're gonna do is I have some Clorox wipes things right there. I guess they're not Clorox. There's like Dollar Tree wipes.
The Walmart ones?
Yeah, whatever, Walmart, Dollar Tree. Those wipes, yeah. So you guys can see how just with my hand, the paste is coming back off. It's that simple. You don't need any special soaps, any special chemicals. You just need water and a little bit of finger power. Okay, so now that I see that, 99% of the paste is off, we go ahead and we set it down and we take one of these disinfectant wipes. Guys, these things, I end up using a lot of baby wipes and these disinfectant wipes. Cheapest place I've found them, Costco. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna gently wipe off. And this takes off anything that you left behind. And you start with the top, okay? And the reason why is because as soon as you flip it over and clean the back side, you're gonna leave it there until it's all nice and dry and sticky again. Okay, so that side's done. Got a little bit there. And the stickiness is already coming back a little bit. And that's just fine. And if you notice, it's taking off a few of the towel pieces. Again, totally fine. And as I'm cleaning, it's kind of re-wetting any spots that were already starting to dry. Okay, and we're just going to set that to the side, and we're going to do the next one. And again, excuse me guys, all it is finger powder. Now you could put this in a sink and use like a sprayer, but it's not necessary. If this is all you've got, you have enough. And we have used the sink sprayer for the bigger transfers. All right, so we got 99% of our paste off. So again, we're just going to set it down. Clean the top first. And by cleaning our transfers and taking care of them, guys, Couture tells us that these transfers are going to be good for anywhere from 20 to 50 uses. So if you figure, our transfers are sized by letter. So our small transfers, size A's, are $8 to $10. Our bigger transfers are $30 to $40. So even this transfer, that was a larger transfer, so I got the Gather and the Grateful together at the most, let's say $40, okay? So at the low end of the cost, let's say you only got 20 uses out of this transfer. Now remember, it's 20 uses out of this one and 20 uses out of this one. So that's 40 uses. $1 for the this transfer is your cost, and that's on the low end. As long as you take care of them, these transfers, by the time you're done, cost pennies for you. All right, so I don't want to lay them together because I don't want them to stick. All right, so we're gonna let those just sit there, and they will slowly dry, and that's exactly what we want. And we're gonna go back to, well, let's check on our Grateful. Make sure my hands dry, because I don't want to touch it with wet hands. And guys, this is already all dry. Look how simple that was. And yet it's going to make such an impact in someone's home. And our Gather, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little brush in the box as brushes. And right here, I noticed we had a little bit of a bubble. And when I pulled the transfer up, it popped the bubble and left it a little hollow. So you just take a simple art brush. We're gonna put it back in our paste. And guys, you could even use a little bit of stuff that's in the lid so that you're not wasting anything. Just little tips I've learned. And we're just gonna gently fill that in. And we're gonna wanna pull it a little bit because we don't want it to now be a big bump. I'm just gonna stay within the line. And what that's gonna do is that will now dry. And see, we have a little bit of our tea. And it's just having a gentle hand and touch-ups. And touch-ups, guys, are just fine. And this paste, as long as we wash it, just like everything else, will come right off and we can use it again. All right, So now that we've done our few touch-ups, when we get a transfer, they come in like bigger sheets than this. And they have lines where the company suggests if you want to, you can cut. But it's still gonna give you enough space to do your transfers. And you just wanna follow the line. And now I have the two different transfers. For this one, because we're dealing with small, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. All right, same rule of thumb. First time using, so we're gonna fuzz. This is the part that takes me the longest.
So you know where I help?
Nope. So I just gotta figure out how I want to do this. And I think what actually I'm going to do is kind of like an overlay where, you know, it just kind of is intertwined back and forth together. And so what that requires me to do is to do one and go to the other side. And I'm gonna have to work my way back around because I have to have this dry, excuse me guys, in order to put the next transfer on top to do the overlay. The other way that you can speed dry this is with a hair dryer. And maybe we'll get the hair dryer too. And that'll help speed dry. All right, so our colors that we are going to marble for our vines is evergreen and lime green. Oh, I forgot the no I didn't. Where's the Q-tips?
The Q-tips?
I had them. Look, yeah, I know I had them right there. Okay. This cough is horrible, guys. I'm sorry. Take a drink. Okay. So we're just going to need a little bit of each color. And we're just going to dot. You can. And we're going to dot. And then we're going to have a squeegee that's just going to be here. And we're not going to put any of this back into our paste because actually, you know what? I could use that for the next one, huh? I'm thinking smart here, guys.
Because they're really small.
Okay, so because I'm going to be flipping this around. Where did I start that? I don't know. So maybe I just do.
I bet you're gonna use the rest of what was on the.
I am, but I'm going to do just some natural dots as well. That and the rest will fill in. That looks really cute.
So you didn't need the second.
I don't. I think they're both the exact same.
I think they are. Do you need the hairdryer?
If we want this process to move along, probably yes. And I know that this transfer is really tiny, guys. So I'm sorry if you can't like see all the cute detail.
I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see it.
Well, let me get some done. Okay. All right, and we're just putting this on a low temp. And we want to be really careful, guys, because we only want to use this a couple times. Like, I've already used it, and now I can't see through it. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to have to swap back and forth between the transfers, guys. So, would somebody please clean that transfer for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice to have your kids around. Alright, so now that I can see where I'm putting the transfer, because you can see through the mesh, guys, and I want it to kind of overlay and touch the next one. And I'm going to try this. I have multiple colors of this green on here. And I really hate waste.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. It looked really good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
That's already dry.
So you're gonna want me to stay here? And just
Yes, please.
Mina. I need I like how it goes like light and it goes dark.
Yeah. And then these smaller transfers dry really quick, so as you can tell, it's already sticky again. And even though this one's already sticky, to continue with the design, I gotta use that one again. Because I have to turn it around. Can you tell what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me.
Now the vines are not going to be the same because no limb on a tree, no leaves are ever the same.
I don't think it's fully sticky yet.
Well, and here's my problem.
Don't you need to do this one because that one dries?
No, this was the first one I did.
Oh.
But this is my problem. Both of these, well, I guess it doesn't matter which one is together, huh?
I was thinking that you should do that pair and then start another pair and start another pair.
Well, I was thinking it should be connected along the bottom. And see, guys, if you order this transfer, you can do your absolute own design. And again, it will never be wrong. Nothing, everything's different. Every sign is different. Look at that, that's so cute.
Okay, I get what you mean. And so the other one will connect, and then you'll have to reconnect it, and then I got you.
But it's good. This is working out so cute. All right, so there's that one again. And then we're just going to dry real quick. And you don't have to be this detailed, guys. I just love to do different designs. And this is one that I have been thinking about and wanted to do.
And she's OCD.
Yes, I am. My kids will tell you. And sometimes when I get a design in my head,
If she doesn't do it, she'll get mad.
Yes, I just want to do it. Now this one wasn't dry all the way.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Did it come out?
I am fixing. Very, very slowly fixing. There we go.
That still looks nice. Did you oh yeah, you just did. I was like, did you flip it?
I did. I have family that's coming in. So for those,
the cameraman is here.
The cameraman's here. So we have done a grateful sign, and we are working on our gather. And our gather is a little bit more intricate. But I love these chalkboard panels that we found, guys. They're totally, totally cool.
I don't think that one's dried all the way yet.
Yeah, it is.
That.
Oh.
No. That.
Well, I'm not going to put it over here.
Oh.
And I haven't been putting any dark back on because I have so much on my squeegee. And I have just been using the dark from my squeegee.
Now it's making it lighter.
Yeah. That one's good. I'm just going to lay that down and pull it right back off. And that one didn't even touch, guys, and that's going to be totally okay. It's giving it its own character. Make sure that's straight, yep. This is actually going along much faster than I thought it would. And I'm
I feel
glad.
like it's taking forever.
And if you guys notice, I have not used the angled squeegee or anything to
Flatten it out.
flatten it. This is such a small area of a transfer that the squeegee does it for me. And because each one is individually laid, it's so
You don't need it.
unique. This one I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did both sides. I mean, I will never be able to lay these again the way I did. So this sign will be completely unique. And we're going to go ahead, and even though I have a little bit on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch out new squeegees. Just because I can. See? See how this side is. Yep. It dries so fast, guys. It really does. New dabs of color. And remember, we're just marbleizing our evergreen and our lime green. And that's giving us our two-toned effect on our cute little vine leaf thing we got going on here.
I think it's really cute.
You like it?
What do you think? How far you're gonna go?
Huh?
She's going all the way.
I'm gonna go from one end to the other. I don't know. What do you think? Should I stop? I think that would look kind of funny, don't you? If we stopped.
No, it looks fine.
So this is our special just for YouTube. So you will not find this on our Facebook page, on our Twitter.
You will find it on Twitter because if you post it on YouTube, it goes straight to Twitter.
Guys, I don't know much about all of that. But I wanted to do something special for those that have been checking out the YouTube channel. So this is for you guys as a thank you. I have a sneeze. Excuse me.
I think you're getting me sick.
Sick. There's no stinking sick. We don't do sick. No. Guys, in a family of 10, someone's always sick. We try to avoid it as much as we can, but... Oops. Lifted that up and I didn't mean to. You're gonna see how this lays. Turned out good. Almost done, guys. Almost done. I love the color difference when we marble. It's so pretty. This would be a great housewarming gift, or a thank you. I mean, it's very simple, guys. Yeah, this took a little bit more time than we would normally take when doing a transfer, but we have personalized it. You will not find this anywhere, and we can't duplicate this again. There's no way. We would never lay it the same. And we could have left it just at gather, but I think it gives a really unique individual touch. And that's kind of what Chalk Couture allows you to do, is take what they have and run with it. Make it individual. That's my take on it, and I'm having a blast. Where's my...
What?
I want to clean. Well, actually, we're just going to toss this one in and get another one. That's why we cut them. So we had all these different ones. This one's going to be really cool because it's like half and half. Thank you for sticking with us and watching. This one took a little bit longer, but guys, the outcome is so amazing.
You're gonna do them like that now?
What? I don't have much on the squeegee, so I have to build back up the squeegee. Almost done, guys. Almost done. It has been wonderful being able to do this with you. I hope you enjoy our special just for YouTube. I would love if you would take the time to subscribe. It'll let you know when we are posting new either lives or videos for YouTube. How do we want this? Maybe this way? Yeah. I hope you guys will join us tonight. Just go to our Facebook page and you'll see us live. How does the bottom look?